Hi guys, day 10. We're almost there. I'm so proud of you that you've reached 10 day with me, and we have Max here with us. Today we'll work with the back bends and we'll do my favorite pose. I just love it. It's we call it rock star or wild thing. So we're going to go a little bit wild. And this pose is quite challenging, but it's at the same time, if you get it, and it's all about the integration of the shoulder. So we need to learn how to integrate. He wants to go away. Don't go away. Stay with me. It's all about integration of the shoulder. So that is very important. We were working on that yesterday on the day 9. So you can repeat this class if you're not really didn't get it, but we work a little bit more today. So it's all about integration of the shoulders, about how we are, because we're going to use one hand, and one hand will be holding pretty much the whole weight of the body, and we're going to open out sternum up towards the sky, and that movement of the shoulder, so the tip of the shoulder, the tip of the shoulder, the very lowest point of your shoulder blades needs to come down towards the center of the spine, and that creates the opening in the shoulder, so your humerus stays right where it's supposed to, and that creates such a nice support and lift, so you are able to come into the pose. So our goal for today is the shoulders. And since it's a back bend, we'll prepare our spine in various ways to just, open it to the best you can do. And again, if you feel that you're not ready yet, please don't do it. Just do all the preparations and see how it goes. Maybe you will be able to just start working towards it. Maybe you don't want to start working. So see how it goes and stay really connected instead of pushing yourself, instead of using the willpower. Try to see how you can go into something challenging with the soft and open attitude. Again, remember, yesterday I told you, imagine you have no past, that today is the very first day of your life, and you have no experience. So whatever you do, it's for the very first time. And that approach, that attitude, gives us such an amazing way of trying and staying soft. Because quite often when we know what to expect, we harden up, we're like, it's challenging, it's difficult. But I want you to feel that you're ready, because you don't know. And when you don't know, you just try, and when you try, it just comes out beautifully, and that is the beauty of yoga. Good. Long story short, sorry, I'm talking a lot. Come to your tabletop. We start with the tabletop today. Hands slightly in front of your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes under, so for more stability. Do a few inhale and exhales there. You can even close your eyes. You can drop your head for a moment. Just breathe softly and feel. On the next inhale, come back to neutral. And then lift your tailbone up, drop your belly. Open your chest, move the shoulders away from the ears and look up. Come to the extension. As you exhale, chin in, and then slowly lift your upper back, middle back, hold up your belly, and then lower back up, tuck your tailbone under, and drop your head. Inhale again, come to the extension of the spine, slowly move this wave from the tailbone all the way up to the crown. And then as you exhale, chin in, and then one vertebra at a time, lift it up, hold up your belly, and tuck your tailbone under. One more. Inhale to the front, opening the front side of your spine. Keep your shoulders away. Press the floor away with your hands. Exhale, chin in, and then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, round up, come to the spinal flexion. And tuck your tailbone under. Head is heavy, head is dropping down. Good. Inhale, come back to the center, to neutral. Now back up your knees, pretty much 10-15 centimeters to the back. Keep your toes tucked under, keep your feet and your knees hip distance apart. Spread your fingers, check your hands. Make sure that your index finger pointing directly towards the front of the mat. As you inhale, slowly bring your shoulders over your wrists and start pressing with all 10 fingertips down. So you're not dumping on the wrists, you're using all 10 fingertips, all 10 knuckles pressing down. Especially have a look at your index knuckle and press it down and connect it to the floor. So shoulders here, bring it a little bit more. As you exhale, start bending your elbows, keep them close to your body, brush your body with your elbows. Sorry, I will have to move this thing to the side, my microphone. And then slowly, elbows, slowly you release your chest and chin to the floor, untuck your toes. You see my bum is sticking out. Inhale, you glide forward using your hands, release your belly down, press the floor, press the belly button onto the floor. Inhale, press your hands, move the shoulders away, lift up, baby cobra. And see if you can hold yourself with your hands, pressing your belly in, so towards the floor and down. Elbows down and away from the shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. See if you can relax your glutes and your legs here. And exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and send them over your heels, child's pose. And we're going to do it a few more times. And it's a nice opening for the spine. It's a nice workout for the shoulders. Inhale by rounding your spine again. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, elbows close to your body. Brush your body with your elbows. Release your chest and chin to the floor. Untuck your toes. Inhale, glide forward. Then press with your hands. Move the shoulders away. Come a little bit higher up. Cobra pose. And then exhale, tuck your toes under. And move your hips over your heels. Inhale, ripple forward. Shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, brush your body with your elbows. And release your chest and chin down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, glide forward. And then up, shoulders away. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Use your hands. Close your lower ribs if you're coming higher. So you feel that your lower back, you're not crunching it. It's nice and long and protected. Exhale, tuck your toes under. And bring your hips over your shoulders. Oh, sorry. Hips over your heels. And one more time. Inhale, shoulders over your wrists. Come forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Keep them closed. Release your chest and chin. Untuck your toes. Inhale, glide forward and then up. Cobra pose. And then exhale. Tuck your toes under. Or keep the tops of the feet to the floor and bring your hips over your heels. Cobra, child's pose. You can exhale through your mouth. Feel the relaxation. Feel the activation of your shoulders. Good, and right from there, come back to tabletop. Again, hands slightly to the front. Tuck your toes under. Let's see the activation of the core there. Keep your knees hip distance apart. And again, one more time, drop your belly. So it's a hammock position. From there, start closing your ribs. And at the same time, move the shoulders away. Feel the activation of the deep core muscles. Lift your knees off the floor and feel that you're lifting your knees by activating your core more. Keep breathing there. And then belly over your thighs. Start sending your hips up and back. And come to your first downward facing dog. Press with your hands down and away. Move the inner biceps up towards the sky and away from each other. Stay here. If you feel that you're ready to paddle your feet, go ahead. A few more times. Nice. Then keep your knees slightly bent. On the next inhale, look to the front. As you exhale, walk your feet towards your hands. You can use the blocks for your Uttanasana. You can do it without the blocks, but I really prefer to do it with the blocks. It gives me more space to work through my hamstrings. Shift your pelvis forward. And if you feel like you're here while rounding your spine, bend your knees more so you can come to a neutral spine here. Shift your pelvis forward. Start sending your sit bones away from you and lengthen to the crown of your head, moving your shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, release your belly over your thighs. Hands can be on the floor. Shift your keep shifting your pelvis forward and start releasing your sit bones up towards the sky. And one more time, inhale, hands on the floor, on the blocks. Come halfway up, lengthen through the sit bones, lengthen through the crown of your head. Close your lower ribs. Maintain the natural spine. Exhale, belly over thighs. Hands onto the floor. And sit bones up towards the sky. Good. On the next inhale, come halfway up. Maintain this neutral spine. Bring it parallel to the floor. Open your arms to the side. And on the next inhale, come all the way up to standing arms overhead. And then exhale, hands in front of your chest. Release your arms down. Remove one block, grab another one, and place your block in between your knees. We're going to do an Utkatasana pose. And the stability in the spine, the strength in the muscles around the spine and the spinal column, really working towards helping you to come to a back bend. So we're going to do an Utkatasana one time, and on the second time we're going to add a twist to it. So maybe I will be here, standing to the side so you can see probably better. I think it will be better for you if you can see me from the side. So again, start bending your knees. And imagine there is a chair behind you, sit on the chair, pressing onto the block. So you don't want the block to fall by opening your knees. You keep pressing onto the block with the inside of your knees and stick your bum out. Really allow it to go away from your heels. And if you do it actively and, quite, good, so then you feel that your toes can be lifted and the weight of the body is on the heels more, but release your toes down. Keep them on the floor, but keep them light. See if you can bend your knees more and bring your arms overhead, shoulders away from the ears, low ribs in. We're staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. And right away, maybe let's do it this time all together. So you're bending your knees and bringing your arms overhead. Sending your hips away. See if you can sit a little bit more. Then bring your arms together, hands together, and release your hands down. Sorry, that was go to here. From here, I want you to bring your, maybe the palm, maybe the outer left forearm to the outside of your right knee. From there, lengthen to the crown and start twisting as you exhale towards the right. Maybe your right arm goes up. Keep that leverage. So you're pressing into the knee, your knee resists. That will help you to bring your sternum towards your right. Maintain the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then see if you can look down. On the next inhale, come back. Hand down. Inhale, arm up. Maybe let's come out to give ourselves a little bit of a break. Normally over time you will be able to do it in one go, but now it's okay if you come out before the other side. And pressing with the inside of the knee on the block really helps to maintain your knees in one line, because when we twist, the tendency for the opposite shoulder, for the opposite knee to go forward, and that creates disbalance in our pelvis. If we are able to maintain your knees in one line, and the block is really helping you with that, then it's easier for you. So let's do the opposite side, and maybe for a second have a look at your knees and see if you can really, by pressing on the block, can keep them in one line. Bend your knees, send your sit bones away from you, shoulders away from the ears, arms overhead. Feel that you keep the pressure on the heels. Then arms, hands together, arms down. Inhale here, lengthen, exhale. The outside of your right forearm goes to the outside, not the knee, I would say mid-thigh. Keep your palms together. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist towards your left. And maybe you can bring your left arm up, pressing with your right forearm on the thigh, and see, have a look at your knees. See that you keep them in one line. Good. Inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, look down. And try to open your sternum more towards your left, maintaining your left shoulder down, right shoulder down. Keep breathing. Inhale, left hand down. Inhale, both hands up. 2 more breaths in your Utkatasana. And then inhale, come out of the pose. Well done. Remove the block. So that is a twisting, which is really good preparation for the back bends. And then another one is a lateral opening, which we're going to do now. And we're going to do it from standing. So inhale, arms up. Then I want you to shift the weight of your body towards your left foot and bring right toe more towards the right and just gently touching the floor. Then with your right hand you grab onto your left wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Feel, but try not to lift the shoulder. Try to keep it down. So you're lengthening. And then as you exhale, start the movement from the pelvis. So pelvis goes towards your left and upper body goes towards the right. And feel the opening, the whole left side of the body. You can look up, you can look down. The more you shift the pelvis, the less weight is on your right toe. Maybe you can lift it up and maintain the balance. Maybe not, maybe you're still with the toe on the floor, and this is fine. Inhale, come back to the center. Let's keep our arms over the head so we can work through the arms a little bit more. Then the weight of the body towards the right foot. Left toe on the floor. And more towards the left. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, lengthen here, shoulder down. Exhale, pelvis towards your right and upper body towards your left. You know, sometimes looking up doesn't work. You can look down, you can look in front of you. But the key here is to really work towards shifting the pelvis towards the right. And maybe you can float. Inhale, come back up. Release your arms down. Come to the front of your mat. Good. On the next inhale, bring your arms overhead. Look up. As you exhale, bend your knees as much as you need to come down with the neutral spine, with a straight spine again. Hands on the blocks. Inhale, lengthen. Shift your pelvis forward. Sit bones away. Lengthen to the crown. Exhale, bring your belly over your thighs. Release your sit bones up towards the sky. Your head is heavy. Release your head down. On the next inhale, come halfway up. Bend your knees more so you can place your hands, then step your right foot back, step your left foot back, and send your hips up and back, right away downward, facing dog. Bend your knees if you need to, again, to feel that your upper body is working in the proper way, so you're lengthening through your sit bones, moving them away from you.
pushing with your hands down and forward, and you are able to spin. And again, it's a small action. Your inner biceps up and away from each other. On the next inhale, from your right inner thigh, lift your right leg up. As you exhale, bend your right knee, bring it in towards the chest, round up your spine, bring your shoulders forward, and then step your right foot forward. If you landed up here, then grab your ankle and place your right foot forward. Right away, toe heel your right foot towards your right, a little bit, so you have more space for your hips. Bend your right knee more and bend your left knee a little bit. Inhale, come up. Press with your right heel down. Scoop your right sitting bone under, so you're not lifting your right sit bones. That would be the general tendency in the pose. Scoop it under and move it back. So the right side of the pelvis and the left side of the pelvis, they stay in one line. Keep your left knee bent, close your lower ribs, and place your shoulders over your pelvis. Inhale, arms overhead. And again, shoulders down. If you feel pretty steady here, you can start working towards extending your left knee and see if you can send your left heel down towards the floor without changing the position of your right sit bones, of your shoulders. Then bend your elbows, release your shoulders down, and bring your elbows in line with the shoulders, arms opening to the side. So it's a cactus arm. From there, keep your right sitting bone down. See if you can look up towards the sky. Find a small back bend. Keep your lower ribs in. That will protect your lower back. And see if you can look up. Good. And the next inhale, come back. Look down. Release your left hand to the floor. And point it on the place it onto the floor, so your thumb is pointing to the front of the mat and slightly to the side. Again, right sitting bone under. Inhale, lengthen, right hand on the knee. Exhale, twist towards your right first. Open your right arm towards the sky. So it's a twist. Keep scooping your right sitting bone under. And from there, see if you can open your sternum up towards the sky. And find a gentle back bend here. And see how much weight is on the left hand right now. So shoulder, left shoulder, move it away from the ear. Good. And then slowly release your right hand to the floor. Place your left hand closer. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. On the next inhale, ripple forward towards your plank pose. Exhale, knees to the floor. And then slowly chest and chin to the floor. Untuck your toes. Inhale, glide forward. Release your belly down. And stay there for a moment. Good. Hands to the sides of the chest. Feel the connection of your pubic towards the floor. Of the area below your belly button towards the floor. Press the tops of your feet towards the floor. So you're really active through your pelvis, through your legs. Imagine this is the tail of Cobra, which allows you to open the front side more. So then bring your attention towards your hands and your shoulders. Press with your hands down, move your shoulders away from the ears, and that will initiate this upward movement. Inhale, press with your hands down and lift yourself up with your arms and your hands. Cobra, close your lower ribs. And then exhale, release down. You can release your forehead down. Inhale again, press with your hands, lift up. And try to see if you can lift up even higher up every time you go up. Exhale, down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, down. It's like a dance, like a wave. One more time, inhale up, press your hands, hold yourself with your hands, shoulders away, close your lower ribs, push the lower ribs towards the center of your belly, move the shoulders away, and feel that your sacrum is really heavy. You can even open your head towards the sky.
Hold it here for 3 breaths. And then slowly release down.
Well done. Tuck your toes under, lift your torso. And then send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, from your left inner thigh, lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee enters the chest. Then shift your shoulders forward towards your wrist and then step your left foot forward. Again, if you need the help of your hand, just bring it forward. Right away, toe heel your left foot towards your left. Bend your right knee and bend your left knee more, so your left knee over your left ankle. Inhale, press with your left heel down and come up. Keep your right knee bent. Scoop your left sitting bone down and under and move it away. So the sides of the pelvis, the right and the left side of the pelvis are in one line. Keep your left knee above the ankle. Inhale, arms up. Then slowly keep your shoulders over your pelvis. Ribs in, so your torso is absolutely neutral. Start straightening your right knee, moving your right heel down towards the floor. Inhale here, exhale. Open your arms so your elbows in line with your shoulders and shoulders moving away from your ears. Ribs in. Inhale here, lengthen to the crown. Exhale. Try to sit more, scooping your left sitting bone under and open your chest, your sternum up towards the sky. Again, you're not crunching your neck is long. One more inhale. Exhale, come back. Then left hand on the left knee. Right hand goes over towards your right. So your thumb pointing towards the front of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, twist towards your left, keeping your left sitting bone under. Then bring your left arm up towards the sky. So we're starting with the twist. And then inhale, lengthen more. Exhale, shoulder down, inner biceps forward. And see if you can come to a gentle back bend there. So you're opening your sternum up towards the sky. But you keep your left side of the pelvis down. Good. Then look down. Place your left hand to the floor. Right hand closer. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. On the next inhale, look to the front. As you exhale, you bend your knees. And again, you start walking your feet towards your hands. Inhale, bend your knees. Bring your torso parallel to the floor, arms to the sides, strong back body. Inhale, come up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Release your arms down for a moment. Good. Then, I want you to open, you can open your eyes. If you had them closed, something's... Good. Then hands to the back. Interlace your fingers and your thumbs. Place them onto your sacrum. Keep your elbows gently closed, gently bent. Remove and move the shoulders away from the ears. Close your lower ribs. Inhale here. I would have to move a little bit back. And keep your feet. Have a look at your feet. Keep them a little bit wider than your hips. They will give you more space, more stability. Inhale. Here, exhale, bend your knees and slowly hinge from your hip joints and release your torso down. Then start straightening your elbows. See if you can keep your palms together. Maybe not. Again, just work towards it and see if you can open your arms and bring your hands overhead. Try not to lean your pelvis back. Keep your pelvis over your heels and arms overhead. It's a nice shoulder opener. Keep breathing here. Each time you inhale, you lengthen. Each time you exhale, you allow your hands to go a little bit deeper over your head. Neck and head is relaxed, so tangle down. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly come out. And then just simply place your hands onto the floor and step your left foot back. Release your left knee down.
Bring your right foot more towards your right, so both hands to the inside. If your left knee is sensitive, you can always double up your mat and place it there, or you can use a blanket. It's up to you. So try to back it up. Back up your left knee a little bit. Then both hands to the inside, as I said, and open your right foot 45 degrees towards your right. Then keep your foot flexed. Place that foot, so lift your inner arch, so just the outer blade of the foot on the floor, your knee above the ankle. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, start sinking with your pelvis down. It's a nice hip opener, and it's also a stretch to your left front thigh. So if you have enough here already, please stay there and don't go any deeper. When you will be ready, when your body will be ready, you will know, and you can try to go a little bit deeper. If you feel like you're open enough or you're curious enough to challenge yourself, then place more hand onto your left hand, right hand onto the right knee. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, twist towards your right more. At the same time, I'm twisting and my sinking with the pelvis. Maybe that is your end pose for today. If you want to go deeper, then you would have to come out first. So lift your pelvis a little bit, then bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand and grab the outer blade of the foot with your right hand. Check your right foot. Keep it flexed and the outer blade on the floor. And from there, you start sinking with the pelvis down, kicking left foot away from you, so your hand will follow and you will be able to open more towards your right. And keep working like that. So it's a twist, that's a nice hip opener, and it's a front thigh stretch. Beautiful pose. One more inhale. Exhale, come back. And from there, just change your legs. Right knee back, left foot forward, both hands to the inside. And again, between your right knee and left foot, it needs to be at least hip distance apart. Then open your left foot 45 degrees towards your left, flex the foot and place just the outer blade to the floor. Back up your right knee, place a blanket underneath if you need to. Shoulders away, start thinking with your hips. If you feel, you can place your left hand onto the knee. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist towards your left and keep sinking. Or you can lift your pelvis, bend your right knee, reach back, grab the outer blade, and from there, inhale, lengthen, exhale, you kick your right foot away, sinking with the pelvis and twisting towards your left more. Keeping your left foot flexed and just the outer blade on the floor. One more inhale, exhale, come back. Come to a tabletop. So left knee back. Good, back up your knees a little bit so you have more space to the front. Bring your pelvis over your knees, tuck your toes under. From there, don't allow your pelvis to slide forward. Keep it directly above your knees and start walking with your hands forward. And slowly start melting behind the heart. So imagine that you want to bring your sternum onto the floor. When you can't go any deeper, but you're still feeling that the center of your heart or the center of your chest is melting towards the floor, you can release your forehead down and keep working towards releasing your chest. So you're melting from the back of your heart forward and down. And you just stay there. If you feel like your chest is almost touching, you can try, but never force yourself to release your chest onto the floor. We call it Anahatasana, so it's heart melting pose.
It's quite passive, but I want you to work actively through your hands and arms, moving your inner biceps forward. So you're actively supporting yourself in the pose. But the back of your heart, your whole chest area is open, and it's a nice shoulder opener. We're staying for 3 more breaths. And then slowly we come out. Good. So we're ready. You can sit onto your heels. We're ready for the wild thing. And this is a challenging pose. This is a really nice pose. So you can try, you can follow my instructions. You can watch me first and then repeat with me again. So it's up to you. You can skip it, but it's really nice. And again, as I said at the beginning of the class, it's all about integration of the shoulder. So shoulder moves away from the ear, and the tip of the shoulder, which is right there, imagine that you send it down towards the center, there, down towards the center of your back. It creates such a nice integration, and then it's much easier for the shoulder to carry on the weight, because the shoulder girdle, the shoulder joint, is not designed to bear a lot of weight. So we have to be really careful, and we really need to work in a proper way to not to injure ourselves. So let's try. Come to downward facing dog. From your tabletop, you back up your knees a little bit. Spread your fingers wide. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips, send them up and back. Keep your knees slightly bent if you need to. Good. From there, I want you to come almost towards your plank, so shoulders over your wrists. Then come to the outer blade of your right foot. Place it to the floor. Good. Then maybe bring your right hand slightly forward and rotate it a little bit more, not too much. So your index pointing towards the front right corner of your mat. From there, already spin your inner bicep forward, move the shoulder. You see what I'm doing? Shoulder away, shoulder away. Then you come, you lift your left leg and place just your toes behind. From there, you would want to lift your pelvis up towards the sky, so your belly up towards the sky, and then start working towards bringing your sternum up towards the sky, and then bring your left arm overhead. You can look down and feel that you're maintaining nice integration of your right shoulder. And then slowly come out. Well done. Come to your downward facing dog. You can paddle your feet. It's a nice counter pose. And right away, let's do the opposite side. Come towards your plank, shoulders over your wrists. Then again, left hand slightly forward and open it a little bit more towards the side. And press down with your hands. Press down with the fingertips, with the knuckles. Then inner left bicep forward, shoulder away. Come to the outer blade of your left foot. So you're already kind of balancing there. Then right foot, right leg behind, and just the toes to the floor. From there, start opening more. So your belly pointing up towards the sky, and then your chest open, and you're coming towards your superstar or rock star pose. Don't forget to breathe. And then inhale, come back slowly towards your down dog. Well done, we did it. Then on the next inhale, look to the front, start walking, then cross your ankles and sit. Good. If you have your block close by, grab a block, keep your knees bent and lay down. Good. Nice. How are you feeling? You know, this is the beauty of the back bends. They're scary before,
beforehand, but when you finish, you feel so nice, you feel so energized and open that you want to do more and more of those poses. Bring your feet quite close to your hips, grab your block, and this block has 3 dimensions: the lower setting, the middle, and the top. So I would say for now, it's your low setting or the middle setting. So you lift your pelvis and place your block, I'm using the midsection, across your pelvis right onto the sacrum. So you feel that your sacrum, this bony part, is laying down on the block. Keep your knees bent. You can place your hands onto your low ribs. Wiggle your shoulders, place them away. You can close your eyes. Stay there for a couple of breaths. Then you can try to extend one leg back. Keep your foot flexed. Keep your toes pointing up. This is a nice release for the psoas muscles. You can simply change your legs. Bend your right and release your left. Or if you feel pretty, for that you would need to close your ribs more, so your lower back is protected, and extend both legs. Good, then bend your right knee, bend your left knee, and then right knee up towards the sky, left knee up towards the sky, and then straighten your right leg, left leg. You can keep your knee slightly bent, so you can be here. You can keep your legs straight. You can bring your arms up, and you can start shaking your legs and your arms. You can start circling your wrists and your ankles. Shake a little bit more, and then feet down. Lift your pelvis, remove the block, release your pelvis down, knees in towards the chest a little bit, and then extend your legs. Bring your arms slightly away, wiggle your shoulders away from the ears. Press with the back of your head, lengthen to the crown. It will bring your chin slightly in, and stay here for Shavasana. And again, if you need the longer Shavasana, you can always pause the video and stay longer. Otherwise, we're just staying for a few more breaths, just to feel the body. And if you still not quite connected to the body, you're still very active with your thinking process, the moment you notice that, redirect your awareness towards your breath. Start noticing and observing your breath. And then when you're ready, wiggle your toes, your fingers, your ankles, your wrists. Bring your arms overhead, lengthen. And then when you're ready, roll onto the right side of the body. And slowly come up. Again, if you need to sit on the block, go ahead. Sit on the block. Cross-legged. Or Virasana, so sitting on your heels. And one more time. Shoulders over your pelvis, lengthen to the crown of your head. Feel your body. Feel your breath. And then hands in front of your chest. Excuse me. Bring your chin in towards the chest. Bow towards your hands. And say a few words of gratitude towards yourself, towards your body, towards this beautiful day, towards the whole world around you. And then thumbs onto your third eye, bow a bit deeper, and slowly come up. Namaste. Well done. So I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. So get ready for day 11. So we're almost there. Well done. Good. See you tomorrow.